Hi everybody, Dan here. I want to talk a little bit about part of our reading assignment, and that is the topic of women not asking, specifically not asking for more in job interviews or in promotional interviews. I want to begin with this quote by Chester Karras, a negotiation guru. In business, you don't get what you deserve, you get what you negotiate. Which I think he means by that is you do get what you deserve, because if you don't negotiate enough, you don't deserve any more. Now that's kind of cruel, but I think that was his point. But also his point is when he says you don't get what you deserve, picture yourself in a job interview situation. They don't know you yet. They don't know what a wonderful work ethic you have. They don't know how loyal you're going to be. They don't know what a wonderful team builder you are. They don't know how supportive you are of diversity in the workplace. They don't know any of that. And unfortunately, because they don't know that, you're not going to get more unless you ask for it. But dozens of studies have shown that women don't ask for more in salary negotiations. Our textbook has an example. It shows that if somebody negotiates only $5,000 a year more than you do, that person can earn $500,000 more during their career. And that's assuming proper investments, but modest investments. Surveys have shown that men are 10 times more likely to ask for more, really of everything. When men and women are put in role play simulations, not just for money, but for any commodity or any favor, men always ask for more. One survey has revealed that 20% of women questioned say they never negotiate for anything. If that is true, that translates into 22 million American women who don't negotiate. There's a really good book out, Get Paid What You're Worth, and the authors of that book estimate that women who routinely negotiate salary increases over their careers will earn $1 million more. But studies show that most women value the relationship with their boss, with their manager, too much to ask for more. And they fear the double standard. Now, what is this double standard? Well, there is a wonderful book out called Ambitious, written by Deborah Condren, a journalist in San Francisco. And she explores the unfair double standard applied to women. For example, if a man is a little bit pushy, he's deemed assertive. If a woman is pushy, she's a witch. If a man wants to think things over, he's judicious and thoughtful. If a woman wants to think things over, she's indecisive. And it goes on and on and on. Women are consistently penalized with the double standard. Now, this does not justify wage discrepancies that exist in America. Every survey shows that women are paid less than their male counterpart doing the exact same job. But some managers explain the fact that female employees earn less because they don't ask for more. Ellen Pao is the CEO of Reddit. Actually, I think she may have stepped down recently. But they announced a policy not too long ago at Reddit that they would no longer negotiate salary. Why? This was her reasoning. Men negotiate harder than women, and sometimes women get penalized when they do negotiate. So as part of our recruiting process, we no longer negotiate salary. I wouldn't like that as a man, and I wouldn't like it as a woman. I think this is disingenuous on her part. She is in fact blaming the system and then taking advantage of it and not negotiating, no longer negotiating salary. But I want to point out what is that? In the first sentence, I'll repeat it. Sometimes women get penalized when they do negotiate. There again is that double standard. If a man negotiates and asks for more, he's a go-getter. He's ambitious. If a woman asks for more, a double standard is applied, and she can be penalized for it. It's not just the money, by the way. Studies have shown that women who earn less are less respected professionally within and without their organizations, because subconsciously people assume that somebody is getting paid what they're worth. We know that there are fewer female corporate leaders. I mean, ridiculously fewer. Only 3% of Fortune 500 companies are led by women. That's like 15 companies out of 500. And by the way, it's not just salary negotiation. Surveys have shown that car dealerships, if a salesman sees a woman walking in alone, the price goes up. They quote a higher price for a woman. I just want to point out that all the negotiation strategies taught in this course, or in any negotiation course, are worthless if the individual doesn't initiate the negotiation by asking for more. We cannot just accept the salary negotiation, because then there is no negotiation. I mean, the salary offer. If we do just accept the salary offer, we will be behind our associates with every pay raise. Now, why should men care if there is a glass ceiling? The glass ceiling is, as you know, a metaphor for an invisible barrier denying women the opportunity to rise to the ranks of senior management. Why should men care? Because it means more for men, right? Well, men should care for a couple of reasons. Men have wives and men have sisters, and so it's in their own self-interest if their wives and sisters are not denied opportunities to grow within an organization. But more importantly, their own job security depends on having the best possible leader at the helm of the company. And the glass ceiling arbitrarily restricts that possibility based on gender alone. So men should care because their own job can depend on having the right leader. I want to brainstorm a little bit. We'll do this on discussion board. We'll talk about some of the reasons that women do not ask for more. It's an interesting topic. Let's see what happens. All right, thank you so much. Talk to you soon.